Looking back at myself when I was 5 years old, I mean, I could not have anticipated this. I remember being at the racetrack, seeing my heroes at the time, you know, the rallycross guys, and you know, looking up to them, and I still remember it to this day, how big of a moment that was.
Welcome to Titan Motorsports. It's good to see you again.
Thank you.
And it's nice to have you in our hometown again.
My favorite place.
In those times, so it's evolved to this, and now to us, it's more of like a museum piece that you may be able to see one in the shop today.
Okay. I love driving anything. You know, if it's a school bus on the snow, or if it's a sled, or if it's a bike, or if it's a race car, I love driving them all. But of course, there's certain cars that are, you know, dream cars for me to drive. You know, pristine Supras, one of these, you know, one-off legendary cars that are now museum pieces on the streets out here in Orlando, you know, outside legendary Titan Motorsports. I mean, what's not to love about that?
You're enduring a lot of heat, and it's well over 100 degrees inside the car, plus you're wearing a 3-layer Nomex racing suit. Formula Drift Atlanta did not go as planned. We weren't on a podium. We got knocked out in 32 with a mechanical failure. It's a bummer, it's a setback. I'm just hoping to go on a podium streak from here on out to climb my way back up the championship points race and still come to Irwindale with a fighting chance. The limit absolutely has to be pushed. I mean, if you're trying to win a Formula D round, you're gonna exceed or push the envelope your capabilities. And if it bites you in the ass, then you can't dwell on it too much. You know, every time I've crashed a car, I've definitely walked away knowing what I did wrong or what happened in that scenario, and really broke it down to learn from it and know what I need to do the next time I'm put in that position.
And look at the scores, there's only 5 points separating the top 15 guys. I would have to go all out, and I went all out, but this was the result behind me. Got a little too close and intimate with the wall.
Being at the track, you have kids coming up, and you can just tell they're mesmerized by seeing the racers there, and now I may be one of their heroes. Sometimes I have to pinch myself. You know, I feel like the luckiest guy alive. Get to do what I love for a living, and it's a lot of fun. You know, it's the best thing that could ever happen to me.
That means that we're going through parts more than one clutch a weekend. Like, we are at some point where we're consuming parts faster than I can get them.
Right.
I think that's it's terrible. That's why I want to focus on what we can do right now.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, sure.
I know you want to gear ratio. No. Let's work on something that we can work on.
Absolutely.
And the way I consider it is, I'll do everything I can to keep the car running well, but your job as a driver is to get the most out of it that's available.
Yeah.
Toyota TC from Norway, the Norwegian Hammer, Fredric Aasbo.
Papadakis Racing has a reputation of being very calm, but I know that underneath the surface and in the heads of Scion and Mario and even Steph and myself, we're bursting with all these different feelings. We really want to do well. We stress, you know, we freak out when we lose. You know, we're human beings just like any other, you know, teams out there. We came in not really feeling very solid because I knew we were lacking speed. This track last year was a track I really struggled with. I didn't really have high hopes, but we definitely went at it with everything we had.
Aasbo and Christoph Blues.
We've learned that in order to do well, we need to keep calm, we need to stay cool, and just focus on what's at hand.
From Norway, in the Rockstar Energy Drink SR by Toyota TC, Fredric the Norwegian Hammer Aasbo is your winner here in Orlando. He unanimously gets the victory.
I think that's part of why we endure and survive weekends like this.